Marcus is living the dream.
No, he's been talking about this for like 2 years now, I think.
And now he's there at Kings Island in Ohio. Hey, Marcus.
I've never seen your smile so big, my friend.
Oh, I've never been so excited to wake up when the alarm went off this morning at 3:30 here Eastern time. Yeah, we were at Kings Island, just outside Cincinnati, Ohio, in Mason, Ohio, about a 5-hour drive from Chicago. Stopped at a bunch of places on the way. I'll talk about that a little bit later. But first, a little bit more here about Kings Island. I think we have some general video of the park. They have about 9 roller coasters here. The cool thing when you come to this park, it's my first time here, they have a coaster from like every generation. So you can go on everything from the old classic wooden roller coaster, how they used to make them a long time ago, and then you sort of like move up through the eras. You got something like the Beast, which is celebrating 35 years this year, on the top of a lot of people's wooden roller coasters in the world list. But today it is all about their brand new ride. This is a B&M inverted coaster called Banshee. This is one of those rides where you hang underneath the track, 167 feet tall in this thing, hits a top speed of 68 miles an hour. I believe 7 inversions, am I right with that? Seven inversions. Everybody here is very hyped up, ready to go. We have a ton of coaster enthusiasts who are here. I've got a bunch of them with me. The interesting thing is it's 35 degrees right now, so everybody's waiting for it to warm up a little bit. Nobody's been able to actually get on the ride, but you're still very excited, right?
Yeah.
How about you?
Can't wait to ride.
First of all, where are you from, sir?
I'm from Louisville.
And what was your name?
John.
So you've been here at Kings Island before, right?
Many times.
So what are you most excited about with this ride? Just explain to people, like, how big a deal is this ride that's opening here today?
Well, it's a big deal. We've been waiting for a big inverted coaster at Kings Island for a long time. They've delivered. It's fantastic. It looks great. I haven't ridden it yet.
Right.
And right now what I'm most looking forward to is just the surprise. I can't wait to see what it has in store.
Yeah. So you've been to Kings Island many times. You're telling me. Tell me your name again.
Jess Novak.
All right. You've been to Kings Island many times. You said, just explain to me, like, the rides here. Also, like, the Beast, that wooden coaster that's here. You've been on that before?
Oh, the Beast is a game breaker, yes. 79 it was put up, and it still is the longest wooden coaster in the world. Beast is incredible, especially night rides.
Very good. You look pretty bundled up right now.
Yes, I am. I'm a little bit cold.
So you're going to get on this coaster going 68 miles an hour in about 30-something degree weather.
Yes, I am. Ready
You
for
are.
it to steal my soul away.
Have you been on a ride like this before?
Have I ridden this before?
Yeah, or you've been on a ride like this before?
Yes, many times. B&Ms are one of my favorites.
All right, very good. Well, I'm going to get on this with them here as soon as they allow us to get on the ride. So hopefully next hour I will have my thoughts. I want Demetrius to do something for me. So I'm going 68 miles an hour in 40-degree weather. What is the wind chill factor with that? I want to know what the wind chill I'm going through on that ride is.
You stumped him.
So give me that information.
You could have asked me this before we went on air, sir. I don't know. 40-degree weather, 68
I'll give you a little
miles.
homework. That's a tease.
All right. We'll have that for you later. And tell
All right.
everybody back there, Ohio State.
OH.
Oh, yeah.
Marcus is in Ohio. Hey, Marcus.
Hi.
Hey, good morning. Yes, we are here at Kings Island. If you're thinking about taking a road trip this summer and you are a roller coaster fan, we have a record-breaking coaster opening here. They're getting going right now, leaving out of the station. I rode this thing. I'm going to give you my review. It's called Banshee. We'll have it for you coming up.
Marcus's hair is like extra on end today, Marcus.
We need to actually have the camera move back just a little bit to get it all.
Yeah.
To capture it all. Wait till he goes on the ride. It's going to be like really up. Hi there. He's at Kings Island in Ohio.
Hi. I am, yeah, Kings Island. If you haven't been here before, it's about a 5-hour drive from Chicago, just outside Cincinnati in Mason, Ohio. And I have been on the ride. This is the look of a man who just got off a roller coaster going 68 miles an hour in 38-degree weather. We're going to talk all about this Banshee in a second. I'm Don Helbig here from the park. We just want to run through some of the rides that are here in case you are interested in coming out and coming here to Kings Island this summer. We're going to start with the Beast, which is probably your signature wooden coaster here. Tell us all about Beast.
Yeah, the Beast is pretty much the ride that took Kings Island from being a regional destination into a national, international place for the enthusiasts and everybody to come. It's the longest wooden roller coaster in the world, 7,359 feet of track, celebrating its 35th anniversary this year.
And it's like built into the terrain here at the park. It's so cool. It's so long. You can't see it from here, but it's so long out there. And you hit speeds going, what, about almost 70 miles an hour?
At 64.7 miles per hour. You're right, it is in a densely wooded area, 35 acres long, which is bigger than some amusement parks.
Very cool. And then let's talk about the racer a little bit. A milestone with with Racer this year. This is a classic wooden racing coaster.
Yeah, the Racer's our first coaster. It opened in 1972 at the park. Later this summer, probably late July, beginning of August, it's going to give its 100 millionth ride.
And you've been on that ride. How many times you hold the record?
Yeah, I have ridden it even 12,000 times.
12,000
Yeah.
times.
So from 1981 to 1990, had a season pass. Was up here all the time, statistically oriented. I wanted to keep track of how many rides I rode.
Right.
And ended up riding it 10,000 times in a 10-year period. Loved the ride, and you know, it's always been one of my
So
favorite.
did you have a 9-year period where you were unemployed, where you could come out here and ride the ride that many times?
No, it was something I always come up after work. You know, with
Yeah.
the season pass, you're able to come up. You know, with the way Cincinnati, you know, is located with the
Yeah.
park. So, but just a lot of fun, and kind of grew from there. And that's how I got involved really with the park.
Very cool. Diamondback. Let's move on to that. That's the one you see when you're driving up, about 200 feet tall, B&M hyper coaster. This thing looks awesome.
Yeah, 230 feet at its highest point. You go down a 215-foot drop, 74-degree angle. You reach speeds up to 80 miles per hour on Diamondback, and it is an airtime machine.
Awesome. All right, and so the man, or I should say lady of the hour, Banshee behind us. I just got off it. Inverted coaster, brand new here, front B&M. Just give us the specs on this real quick.
It's the longest inverted roller coaster in the world, 4,124 feet of track. You reach speeds up to 68 miles per hour. You go through 7 inversions, non-stop action from the time you leave the lift hill until you come back in. And one of the other unique features about Banshee is there's a 208-foot elevation change for you as you're riding from the top of the lift hill, which is the highest point of the ride, down between loops 4 and 5, which is down in a valley.
It is incredible. And just to give my mini review here, I'm not so crazy about some of the inverted coasters that are out there. I loved this ride. And the thing I love about it, B&M's getting really good at this. The inversions sneak up on you. Like, you don't know when they're coming, and then all of a sudden, wow, I'm upside down. And it's incredibly smooth, too.
It is, and I think one of the other things that's different from some of the other inverted roller coasters, the sheer size of all the loops and the inversions, much wider and larger than what you see, which makes it a smoother ride, but also you're able to maintain your speed better, so you're not having that change of pace with the speed.
That is awesome. I'm going to get on it again. They're going to film me on the ride. I'm going to send that video back. We'll have it a little bit later in the morning show. Also, I want you to go to WGNMorningNews.com/LeShock. I have a blog post up there of all the places you can stop if you're going to drive out here. I stopped at a bunch of spots, took some pictures, gave a little mini reviews of some really cool places if you're interested in taking a road trip this summer. So we're going to have all that for you. That's on the website, and we'll have a little bit more on the ride here at Banshee, talking to some enthusiasts a little bit later in the morning show, guys. Send it back to you.
We heard you scream like a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
a little higher pitch.
And Marcus, the answer to your question, 25 degrees will be your wind chill.
You hear that?
25 degrees will be your
What
wind
is
chill.
it? What is it?
When you're going,
25 degree
60
wind chill?
miles per hour at 40 degrees, it's going to be about 25 degrees will be your wind chill, so not so bad.
Excellent.
But the question is, will it mess your hair up?
Oh, it did.
Yeah. Oh,
No
of course
product.
There's a lot
Messed
of
it up
product in
just
your
right.
features.
Just right.
A lot of product.
See you later, Marcus.
All right.
Let's send it out to Marcus LeShock. He is in Ohio this morning checking out a new record-breaking roller coaster.
He's live at Kings Island Amusement Park in Cincinnati, or wait, Mason, Ohio.
Yeah, I never heard of this. Yeah, I don't. He's being all technical.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, you want to give the real time, but yeah, we're basically in Cincinnati, Robin. I just drove there yesterday downtown. It's about a 15, 20-minute drive from the park to get downtown to Cincinnati. About a 5-hour drive to get here from Chicago. And I am here today because they're unveiling their brand new record-breaking coaster. I think you said the number earlier, about $24 million, something like that, called Banshee. It's an inverted coaster. Now, what that means is you actually hang under the track on this ride, sort of like Batman the ride that we have at our home park in Gurnee at home. But this is the same company, B&M. This is their brand new ride, version of that ride. It is the longest one there is. And I've been teasing this all morning. I've been on the ride about 3 times. They actually shot me on it, and I have some sound of me riding this thing. Take a look at this. So here we are going up 167 feet on top of Banshee at Kings Island, just outside of Cincinnati, Ohio, in Mason, Ohio. Getting ready to hit the first drop. World's longest inverted coaster. It is! Woo! Yeah, so that goes on for about 2 minutes. If you want to see the whole thing, I'm going to put it on the website. A grown man screaming on a ride. Yeah, this thing hits about 68 miles an hour. It's incredibly fast. There's 7 inversions on it. And I've got the experts here. These are my guys, Sean, Ray, and Steve. They are all coaster enthusiasts. And Sean, you're an ACER, Ace, American Coaster Enthusiast. You've been on this ride. Tell me, where does it rank with all the inverted coasters that are out there?
Quite honestly, it's the best inverted coaster I've ever been on in my life.
What makes it so good?
The intensity of it, it's very smooth. It's just from the top of the lift to the time you hit the brakes, the pacing is absolutely nonstop. There's nothing to interrupt that pacing.
How you feeling, Ray?
I tell you what, it's a rush after having 3 or 4 definite cold rides this morning. Right. It's definitely been a wake up. It's better than a cup of coffee this morning, but I tell you right now, this ride is definitely top notch. Kudos to Kings Island and their team for building this thing.
Yeah, you don't know cold until you've been on a coaster going 68 miles an hour in 35-degree weather. Things freeze that you didn't even think could freeze. Let me just put it that way. All right, Steve, give me your thoughts. You're from Detroit. Tell me about this ride. What'd you think?
It came all the way down at 5:30 in the morning.
Wow.
It's good coffee. I don't drink coffee. I ride roller coasters 5:30 a.m.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
So what you think about the ride?
It is the best inverted coaster I've ever been on. Just nonstop the whole ride. There's no dull moments. It's just nonstop.
The cool thing about this too is if you've been on Batman before, you know it can be a little rough. That ride was built, I think, in like 1992 or something like that. And this one, I mean, it's as smooth as can be. They've got brand new harnesses that are found on also X-Flight, the coaster that's in our backyard as well. These really comfortable seats, really comfortable harnesses. If you want to see the entire ride, you go to their website, wgmmorningnews.com/LeShock. I also have a blog up. I did a roller coaster road trip blog. On my drive down here, I stopped at a bunch of places that you could stop at if you want to head down here. Some things that you can do. But yeah, Robin, I've got to get you on a coaster. I don't know if you're a coaster person, but you and I, we're going to go up to Six Flags or something. We're going to get on a coaster one of these days.
Sure, that's going to happen. Hey, I will say I used to love roller coasters when I was young, and I went on the Beast when I was young, and it was one of my favorites. I went on again about 5 years ago. I had to go back to my hotel room and spend the rest of the day. I was so sick. I can't ride them anymore.
Somebody else told me that it's gotten really rough, but I'm told a couple years ago they did some work on it, and it's a lot smoother than it used to be. We talked about it earlier. I'm going to try to see if I can get on it. The park opens tomorrow. They're going to see if they can get me on it. So I've got to get on the Beast for sure. I'll send it back to you.
God, he's so excited.
You know, fans of the 4 to 6 team. Know that Marcus is the biggest roller coaster nerd, and this is Christmas and New Year's and his birthday combined right now, and he's getting paid for it. He's getting paid.
Well, wait a minute. There's no way WGN paid for that road trip.
They're paying for